Hello everyone, and welcome to LEED CE Academy's LEED v4 course series, Through the Eyes of LEED v4. My name is Amanda Morris, and I have the pleasure of introducing today's instructor and briefly discussing what you'll hear about in today's course. I'd like to thank you on behalf of both LEED CE Academy and Emily Vela, today's instructor, for joining us for Supercharged, Energy Star Through the Eyes of LEED v4. Emily Vela has her LEED AP specialty in homes and will be enlightening us all today on Energy Star and its relevance in the new LEED. To give you a better idea of what today's agenda will consist of, Emily is going to take it away right now with the introduction of Energy Star. Following that, we'll look at the Energy Star programs, both products, new homes, existing buildings, commercial buildings, and industrial plants as they relate to Energy Star. And we'll conclude, beginning in slide 50, with Energy Star and LEED, looking in depth at the new LEED and how Energy Star works with that. Without any further ado, I'd like to go ahead and pass it off to Emily Vela to take it away with the introduction of Energy Star.
And now we'll go over a general introduction to Energy Star. Now, before we get lost in a bunch of details, I wanted to explain the overarching purpose of Energy Star and why it exists. The primary objective of the Energy Star program is to identify and promote energy-efficient products and buildings. Now, if you keep this in mind as we discuss the various Energy Star programs, it will be clear that this is indeed the case. And to further make this point, I will try to describe the processes that Energy Star uses to identify energy efficiency within its programs, and also how the various products or buildings are labeled to increase consumer awareness. Now, there are three specific purposes that were laid out from the beginning when Energy Star was first established, and these are to 1. Reduce energy consumption, 2. Reduce greenhouse gas pollution, and 3. Improve energy security. Now, I would also add that an extra benefit that goes along with the energy reduction is cost savings associated with lower utility bills, which you have to admit is not a bad benefit, even if it wasn't one of the original purposes of the program. All right, well, this is an extremely simplified timeline to show the development of the Energy Star program throughout the years. So, Energy Star first began in 1992 when it was established by the Clean Air Act, and it initially served as a certification program for personal computers and monitors. And then over the next few years, they added some different, mostly small office-type equipment like printers and fax machines and exit signs, which I think came in right about 1995. Also in 1995 is when buildings came into play. So that's when the Energy Star New Home certification was developed. And they also had some certifications for existing commercial type buildings. Now, shortly after that is when the certifications for different household appliances like the dishwashers and refrigerators and clothes washers were developed. And these are what I think of as being commonly associated with the Energy Star logo. And so those were started shortly after 1995, and then not far behind that was the Energy Star certifications for televisions. And just throughout the years, there was a smattering of different products that had certifications that were introduced, and I surely didn't have room for all of them on here, but there's a great webpage on the EnergyStar.gov website that shows milestones for the program. So if you want to know in further detail exactly when things were created, that's a really good site to check out. So in 2001 is when the Energy Star program for existing home upgrades was created. And shortly after that, they also developed building associations for specific building types. So one of them is a school, which is shown here. They also have ones for hospitals, and I forget exactly when everything came into existence, but basically schools were sometime between 2001 and 2004. And then in 2004 is when they started to address new commercial construction. So from 1995 on, it was always existing buildings that were getting certified, except for the new homes. But in 2004 is when they started to look at the design of commercial buildings and ensuring that they are designed to be energy efficient. And then sometime right about then as well, I think 2003, is when they developed the first industrial plant certifications. And the initial one was developed in 2003, and that was for the automotive manufacturing industrial plants, which is shown in the top right corner there. So that's, in a nutshell, the development of Energy Star, and I will talk about a lot of these in further detail throughout the presentation. So now we're just going to look at a couple homes that were built to the Energy Star New Home Certification Standard and see what the homeowners have to say about them. So all of this feedback was pulled from the EnergyStar.gov website. So the first is a home in Phoenix, Arizona, and as you can see, the builder paid extra attention to sealing every hole. They installed low E windows, which are high-performing windows, and a roof with a radiant barrier. The homeowner himself installed sunscreens on the outside and added a 5-kilowatt solar package. In addition, he has all Energy Star appliances. So to date, his highest electric bill has been around $92. Now, obviously, this is limited information because we don't know what he was spending before, but considering he describes this as a truly enjoyable, inexpensive living experience, we can assume that he is probably saving quite a bit of money on his new Energy Star home.